Greetings, and welcome to another video. And today, I would like to talk about gyms. Gyms are great. If you're working out, if you want to, you can't always work out at home, and making a home gym can be difficult and expensive because you have to know what equipment you're going to buy. You need to have a plan laid out. You need to have the space for it. You need to get money. And even then, it's difficult to get the equipment because you need to find a good brand. You have to find what you need. You have to work with what space you got. Ultimately, making a home gym can be difficult, and not everyone wants to work with just calisthenics, and even then, can't do all calisthenics without some kind of equipment. So, gyms are good, but not all of them are created equal. Specifically, Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is widely considered in the fitness industry as a joke, and for good reason. They suck. And so today, I'm bringing you the 5 reasons why Planet Fitness sucks. In no particular order, since I didn't script this video, I'm just kind of ranting, but it's a directed rant. Okay, starting in at number 1, the fact that they give free pizza to the people who go there. Now, I don't know where this started. I think it was an apology for something, but they give free pizza to people who show up. As far as I know, it's only on specific days. Not sure if it was once a month or once a week, but regardless, gyms should not be giving people free pizza. Some people say they don't force you to eat the pizza, but then I would argue right back. They're always talking about how they're directed towards people just getting into fitness and trying to get in shape for the first time. But say a person just started deciding they're going to get into shape, start eating right, exercise. They go into the gym and they're giving away free pizza. A lot of people are going to think, I haven't really eaten much and I'm about to work out, so maybe I should just get some pizza. That's counterproductive. Bad idea, and ultimately, gyms should not be giving away free pizza. And I remember one Planet Fitness, they had one of those bowls of free candy, specifically Tootsie Rolls, for people to just take it, at the counter. Coming in at number 2, the lunk alarm. I'll get into most of it later, but it's a stupid and dangerous system. The stupid part, because if someone sets off the lunk alarm, either they're not going to hear it because they're wearing headphones to listen to their music while working out, or they're not going to think that they were the ones that set it off, because if they think that what they were doing was against the rules, before it, they're not going to think that they were the ones that set it off after. What would make more sense is just, if they're doing something bad, simply have an employee walk over there and politely ask them to stop. And then the dangerous part comes in with the flashing light and siren. A lot of times with working out, you have the weights lifted over some part of your body, whether it's overhead, over your feet, over your chest, or something similar. Now imagine you're working out and suddenly, a loud siren goes off. You're probably going to drop your weights out of shock alone or fear. Ultimately, that's dangerous because, that runs the risk of people dropping their weights on themselves, especially if they're doing something like an overhead press. I mean, I know they don't have barbells, but they do have dumbbells. I mean, they don't have let you use dumbbells that are that heavy, but still, you run the risk of seriously injuring yourself. I mean, I've never done it because I'm not stupid enough to. Okay, I am, but still, it's going to hurt. Now, and also the bright flashing lights. Well, if you're an epileptic, doesn't matter if you're lifting weights or on the treadmill, you run the risk of getting seriously injured with the lights because, it could set off an epileptic. Then, at number 3, is there a saying that the fact that they say you shouldn't, they have free personal trainers because you shouldn't have to pay for one. I could go on an entire rant about this alone, but I'll just sum it up. Personal trainers have to go through training, certification, and they have to be licensed for it. Ultimately, the reason why it's a full-on career is because it takes a lot of time and effort just to become a personal trainer. And the thing is, with Planet Fitness, their entire thing is that they're cheap. Yeah, and since they have free, heavy air quotes there, personal trainers, they are most likely not going to be the highest quality personal trainers, considering how that we don't pay for the personal trainers and we're paying barely anything to go to the gym. Ultimately, it's ridiculous. And also, I honestly feel it's a little disrespectful to for actual personal trainers. Number 4, we have the fact that they have way too many rules, and most of those rules are ridiculous. For instance, some of their rules that make sense. No flip-flops or sandals. Yeah, I think they have a rule against piercing, against hoop earrings. And no keeping your bags on the equipment. Or the floor to an extent makes sense. How about their rules that don't make sense? No jeans. Yeah, no bench pressing. No deadlifting. Yeah, no dumbbells over. I think it was 40 pounds. No gallon water bottles. No tank tops. Ultimately, a lot of these rules are nonsense. And their reasoning for why things are illegal, banned there, is nonsense, saying it would be intimidating to new gym goers. How is drinking out of a big water bottle while wearing a tank top intimidating? Honestly, I think it's nonsense. And for their 2 worst rules, one of them is debatable, but yeah, they have rules about what kind of bags you can carry, like saying no duffel bags. Honestly, I can't stand that, but it's tolerable. But then they have I believe they have a rule stating that you can't have your stuff in the locker room overnight. They are open 24 hours. What if a person goes there at night? Honestly, that rule's vague and has a lot of gray area that if you don't... And then, their worst rule yet. No grunting or heavy breathing. And no dropping the weights. If you're working out and you're not breathing heavily or grunting, you're not doing it right. To an extent, it can be a little annoying for some people if they're just obnoxiously doing it just to be annoying, but I've never seen a person doing that. And even then, just ignore them. And heavy breathing, if the entire point of exercise is to do that, especially since Planet Fitness mainly has cardio equipment, from what I've seen. And then, they also say no to dropping the weights. Yes, they ban deadlifting, so they must have no reason to drop their weights. But I have one thing to say to that. People have set the alarms off by dropping pens. Right? Their rules are nonsense. And for a 5th reason, it's a mixed one here. A mix of hypocrisy and disrespect. Their entire thing is that they preach acceptance and a lack of judgment. But the second you break the slightest one of their rules, they use a borderline tornado siren to signal that you're being being a lunk. Yeah, and they created an entire derogatory term for people that don't fit every single one of their rules. It's nonsense. And then in every single one of their commercials, they're insulting a different type of athlete or gym. Like, I remember a specific one where they made fun of people who do strongman training. Where their entire thing was don't flip truck tires or something like that. I don't know, it's been a long time since I saw that one. But I was honestly personally insulted because I had done nothing but done a ton of strongman training for the past few months before watching that. Specifically flipping tires. Or the one where they make fun of, mock personal trainers. You talk, just because they talk about, making your little muscles, into big muscles. And then they even kick people out just because they're working out in a way that they don't like. If they want to break these rules, if they want to make these rules, they want to enforce these rules like they do. Okay, it's their business. They can run it however they want. It's annoying. Yeah, that's fine. But then they talk about preaching acceptance. And being non-judgmental. But they still do all of this. Honestly, I can't stand it. It's annoying. It's hypocritical. And most of what they do is complete and utter disrespectful. Completely and utterly disrespectful. Honestly, I can't stand most of what they do. So all in all, Planet Fitness sucks. So, with that in mind, think about this. Why do people go to Planet Fitness? There's 3 reasons why Planet Fitness is so popular. 1, it's cheap. Last I checked, it was a $10 deposit and $1 a month after that. I could be wrong, but 2, it's open 24 hours a day. People often don't have flexible schedules, but still want to go to the gym. So being open 24 hours is great. And 3, well, there are a lot of them. The main problem, that people have is that they don't have a gym in their area. But Planet Fitness, there are a lot of them. And even with a lot of these problems, those 3 things are going to keep them being popular, even if they suck. So with that in mind, thank you all very much for watching. Tell me in the comments what you think about Planet Fitness and if I missed any details. But until then, thank you all very much for watching. This is Random Man, signing off.